Hello everyone! We're gearing up to the 1.2 update, and as customary, the devs have hosted a live stream covering many of the new changes that are coming. This will be a summary video of that live stream. If you're just here for the date of the update, it will be Thursday the 27th of March. The devs have learnt from previous updates and have already locked the game down, which means that, other than bug fixes, this update is ready and just being polished, instead of being worked on all the way up to the day it's coming out. This does mean there are a couple of features that are not fully tested that won't be coming with the main update, but in a patch or two during April, mainly the Broodwatcher's nesting boost and egg carryability. We do however have improved nesting coming with this update, which I will be covering in depth in a separate video alongside Jo. It is far closer to the legacy nesting and addresses a lot of issues with the current system. In the livestream we got to see the new UI for it as well, and the new quest book tab that unlocks when your dragon hits adult. Speaking of quests, this is how most players will unlock the Broodwatcher. Find the NPC herd somewhere on the map and follow their instructions to unlock the Broodwatcher for yourself on the server. Each server will require the quest completed in order to access it. If you complete a quest in the log, you are able to click the X at the bottom to reset it so that you can do the quest again without losing any of the unlocks. For Kickstarters with a beta head start, you will have the Broodwatcher unlocked as soon as the update drops. For all other Kickstarters, it will unlock on Monday the 31st. Regardless of if you have the dragon unlocked or not, you can be nested in as with all dragons. The Broodwatcher itself was shown off extensively. It is the first herbivore dragon, though second if you count the Nectarvore bio. It is also the first of the stretch goal dragons from the Kickstarter. Being a herbivore, it can't eat meat, but it can eat mushrooms without getting sick. As you get past hatchling though, the mushrooms won't really fill you up much. Instead, you will need to look for these fruit bushes, which are scattered all over the map, though mostly in grassy areas. I love the animation changed to the bushes as they're eaten. Broodwatchers are not fast at getting around, but they do have the option to graze on grass when pressing C. This won't reduce their hunger, but will slow it down greatly. We got to see just how tanky and powerful the Broodwatcher is, easily ripping through swamp snappers. However, they have no attacks in the air, and their slow speed means they are meant to be used defensively, not offensively. Their tail spike attack can even knock players out of the air if they get hit. To see more combat, make sure to check out Pancake's video as he recorded with the lead developer, or on my future Broodwatcher guide video. The growth of the Broodwatcher is around 4 hours without growth boosts. We have already felt the first of those changes with the new growth mechanic that is already live, where you will see a 50% boost to hatchling growth and a 25% boost to juvenile growth if you are able to keep your thirst and hunger under 10% and not suffering poison. This threshold is being increased to 20% with this update, so the youngsters are able to go a bit longer without needing to grab a drink or a snack. The minimap is making its debut with this update, and a very welcome addition for those who easily get turned around, myself included. They plan to keep improving on its features, such as letting it to pop out larger, adding waypoint markers to it, and showing group member locations. The livestream did hit a bit of a wall, quite literally, when it came to showing off the swamp, but that's just one of the examples why they're doing a final testing and polish before the release on the 27th. If you want to check out more of the swamp, head on over to Ragnarok's channel and Twitch to check out his video along with the lead developer exploring the swamp. Needless to say, it's looking amazing with fireflies, waterfalls, and lots of places for swamp snappers to ambush you. Other areas of the map have also been improved, such as Big Rocks and Throne. These places, as well as swamp, are best evacuated before the update, in order to avoid logging into your dragon and getting stuck. New players will be welcome to each of the dragons with this new information panel, to help them learn a bit more about the type of dragon they're about to spawn in as. And the new spawns will soon find their stats are a lot more even, with 1 A stat now guaranteed, 2 B stats, 3 C, 4 D and 5 E stats distributed throughout. This leaves 3 stats that are completely random. The hope with this change is to avoid the regular behaviour of kill spawning dragons to reroll stats, which really is no fun for anyone but the scraps. Growth through eldering is also getting a boost, with passive eldering ticks going from 2 times a day to 4 times a day, meaning every 6 hours. An increase will also be made to the number of active geodes at a time. and a new feature to the compass that will point towards the closest active geode that your dragon can currently activate. Geodes have also been adjusted and more have been added to the map. All of these changes make growing quicker and more of an active pursuit. The devs are also trying out a new respawn mechanic to avoid issues in PvP where small clans would get all of their nesting work wiped out and be reduced to spawn stats, leading to an uncompetitive player ecosystem. This also gives PvE players a little more freedom to take risks with their dragon, either through taking on AI or practicing PvP. The respawns, however, do have limits. First, the dragon needs to be juvenile or older. When the dragon dies, the player will be given the option to respawn as the same dragon or go back to the spawn menu. If you choose to respawn, you will be hatchling and spawn randomly on the map as usual. Your stats and skin will be the same, and any cosmetic pearls you have will also remain, but other pearls or items gained through gameplay will be lost. You can keep respawning as this hatchling so long as you don't log off for any reason or change your dragon. Think of it like the game has your dragon's ghost, but it's only stored while you hold on to the same session that it died. If you do log off and then log back in while you're still a hatchling, you will need to grow yourself to juvenile to be able to respawn again. If your hatchling dies while you do not have your old dragon saved, you will lose it for good. Respawning is a server conflict, so you can have the mechanic turned off if you wish on a player-owned server. The admin panel got some love with 3 new commands: Grow to Elder, Protect, which means the player that's protected cannot be damaged, and Unprotect, which takes it off obviously. Admin commands such as Disband Clan or Kill Player now have a 2-second activation delay in order to avoid misclicks. Other dragons have gotten some love in this update too. The Bio can now place nests on flat wall faces, the Inferno can now cauterize a bleed when activating its flame body, and the Flamestalker now gets a greatly boosted critical hit chance when its thermal vision is activated. All dragons have had their night vision adjusted to hopefully give a better gameplay experience. The devs also teased that in a future update the Acid Spitter will be getting a tail attack, so that's fun. Last but not least, if you're watching this before the update on the 27th, keep an eye out on the official Discord for an open test announcement, where you'll be able to try out the new update on the test server. See you all soon for the update. Bye!